just outside of Greenwood, South Carolina. This is Sharp test section 451008 on South Carolina Highway 11. When we got here, we found that the test section had been chip sealed. By the way, the traffic data collection site is just on the other side of that bridge there, as you can see in the distance. Found that the section had been chip sealed and covered the markings. South Carolina personnel are going to reestablish those markings for us. We temporarily painted them on the surface here with orange spray paint, but they will be permanently reestablished, including the delineator posts. Completed a distress survey of the section. What I found was the chip seal hides a lot of the distress. From what I can make out, it appears that we have a low to moderate severity alligator cracking in both wheel pads of the entire test section. This is consistent with previous distress surveys. I agonized over whether to call this by the way, we're 100 feet in the section. I agonized over whether to call this a block cracking or alligator cracking, but it becomes more evident here as we move farther down the section. Even here you can start seeing in the outside wheel path the rutting and associated alligator cracking. "200 feet into the test section now. This chip seal makes it fairly difficult to see anything. "300 feet coming in. You can start seeing more of the cracking in the outside wheel path. It's been raining here the last day or so, so its pavement surface is still damp. But you can start seeing the cracking pattern become more obvious, more developed. Also in the inner wheel path, I don't know if you can make it out, but the cracking pattern there is also becoming quite a bit more prevalent. Approaching the end of the test section, you can still see the alligator cracking pattern in both wheel paths. And starting to encroach the middle of the pavement section also. South Carolina personnel have indicated that this site is in their current resurfacing program. They're going to attempt to skip the test section in their overlay. So it's fairly obvious from the condition that we probably only have a year or two left monitoring this section in its current condition, but it may be very possible to continue monitoring after overlay. You might see from this angle a better definition of the alligator cracking in the outside or the inside wheel path. As the sun comes out and dries off the pavement surface, cracks become fairly well defined with the water pattern. All right.